Have you ever just watched your cat sleeping and wondered, what is really going on in that furry little head? Well, it turns out there's an ancient carnivore lurking just beneath the surface. And today, we're going to uncover what that means for the cat living in your world.
See, they are so much more than just fluffy companions. They're these incredibly complex creatures with a deep, deep history and a very specific biology. The real question is, what are they not telling you? Let's find out.
Okay, first up, let's talk about communication. Your cat is constantly sending you signals, but their language? It's super subtle. It is so easy to miss the nuances, so let's learn how to decode them together. These signals really paint a clear picture of what's going on inside. A tail held high, that's a confident, friendly hello. But if you see those ears flattened back, we call them airplane ears, that's a cat feeling anxious or pretty scared. Whiskers pulled back tight against the face, that's a serious warning sign. But my favorite, the best one, is the slow blink. If a cat gives you one of those, it's their way of saying, I see you and I trust you. It is the ultimate compliment from a tiny predator.
And if you think that's complex, get this. A recent study discovered that cats have 276 distinct facial expressions. That is an incredible range of silent communication happening right under our noses. And it just proves how socially complex these animals truly are. So once we start to understand our cats, it leads to this question that every single owner faces. Should they be allowed outdoors? It's a huge debate, for sure, but when you look at the cold, hard data, it really boils down to a stark question of lifespan.
On the one hand, an indoor life offers a bubble of protection. No cars, no predators, and a much lower risk of disease. Plus, you get to control their diet and healthcare. But on the other hand, the outdoor world is just full of hazards, traffic, fights with other animals, poisons, and extreme weather. And the impact this has on how long they live, it's staggering.
And here it is, the stark reality of that choice. The average indoor cat lives for about 15 years, and often even longer. The average for an outdoor cat? Just 5 years. That's a threefold difference. It's a shocking statistic that really puts the stakes into perspective.
So why? Why is there such a massive difference? It's not just about avoiding cars. The answer lies deep within their biology, in the very engine that has powered them for millions of years.
To truly understand a cat, you have to remember what they are first and foremost. They're hunters. Their entire biology, from their teeth to their metabolism, has been fine-tuned over millennia for one single purpose: catching and eating prey.
And this brings us to a really key scientific term: obligate carnivore. Now, this isn't just about a preference for meat, it's a biological necessity. Unlike dogs or humans, who are omnivores, cats must eat meat to survive. Plant matter just doesn't provide the specific nutrients their bodies demand.
Let's break down what this actually means. First, they need a ton of protein. Their bodies are just constantly breaking it down for energy, unlike ours, which can adapt. Second, there are these crucial building blocks, like the amino acids taurine and arginine, that they can only get from meat. Get this, a single meal without arginine can actually be fatal. And third, they have these unique vitamin needs. They can't make vitamin A from carrots or vitamin D from the sun like we can. They have to get it all from eating other animals. This is what makes them true carnivores. So this highly specialized biology, it made them ruthlessly efficient predators. They were perfect for, say, protecting grain stores from rodents. And this incredible skill did not go unnoticed by one of the greatest civilizations in history.
So now let's journey back thousands of years to ancient Egypt, a time and a place where the cat wasn't just a pet, but a revered symbol of grace, protection, and even divinity.
The cat's rise to divinity in Egypt was a long time coming. They start showing up in religious art nearly 4,000 years ago. Fast forward to 1350 BC, and we find a prince's beloved pet cat being mummified for the afterlife. But their status truly peaked around 950 BC with the cat-headed goddess Bastet. Her city, Bubastis, became this huge center of worship. This reverence lasted for centuries, only really fading when Egypt became a Roman province.
And if you want to understand the sheer scale of this reverence, just consider this. In the 1880s, archaeologists uncovered a cemetery at a place called Beni Hassan. Inside, they found over 200,000 mummified animals, and the vast majority, they were cats. Every single one a sacred offering.
And nothing, I mean nothing, captures their sacred status better than this account from a historian. He wrote that an angry mob literally lynched a Roman citizen for killing a cat, and even the pharaoh couldn't stop them. That's how deeply ingrained their importance was. In ancient Egypt, Killing a cat was a capital offense. So, we've looked at their language, their modern risks, their unique biology, and their divine history. Now, let's bring it all back home, to that cat purring on your lap right now.
It seems like a huge leap, doesn't it? How on earth does a sacred animal from thousands of years ago connect to the one that's currently trying to sit on your keyboard?
Well, the answer is that biological engine hasn't changed one bit. The programming that makes them obligate carnivores, that powers their silent hunt, it's the exact same. The biology that made them divine protectors of Egyptian grain is still running inside the cat in your living room.
So, the next time you look at your cat, remember what you're really seeing. You're not just a pet owner. You are the caretaker of a tiny, ancient, and highly specialized carnivore. And understanding that, well, that changes everything.